so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the definition, the algebraic definition of distance to solve a absolute value application. Okay. And here's my first problem, and I want to try and help this make sense to you, and then I'm going to give you the algebraic definition of distance and you can use that to solve the more complicated problem. So the distance between y and 2 is 4. Well, we don't know what y is, but we do know where 2 is on the number line. We're talking about distance, so a number line is a nice way to visualize that. So if I want to see the distance between whatever y is and 2, well, y could be, well, the distance is 4. Y could be 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left of 2 on a number line, or it could be 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. Okay, now these are, again, linear examples, so it can't be in a two-dimensional world. This is simply straight line distance. Okay, so we can see if we take a look at the number line that our solutions are going to be -2 and 6. But you don't want to have to draw a number line every time you do a problem like this. So we're just going to use the rule that we're going to calculate distance by taking the absolute value of the difference between two numbers. There's the rule. And so if I were to change this sentence into an algebraic equation, I would say that the distance between y and 2 can be written as y subtract 2, the absolute value of y subtract 2. If that distance is 4, there's the equation. So I'll break that down into two separate equations and solve both of them. So here I'm going to add 2, y equals 6. Here I'm going to add 2, y equals -2. And you see that that holds true with what we found intuitively by visualizing on a number line. All right, so now we've got a little bit more complicated sentence here. Okay, we're not just talking about a single variable, we're talking about a polynomial. The distance between some polynomial expression and a number is 5. But you're going to use the same rule. This polynomial expression is one of the two things we're finding the distance between. So I'm going to take the absolute value of -3x. I'm going to subtract -2. The absolute value of -3 minus -2 is equal to 5. Break it into two separate equations. So here I did subtract the negative. I simplified more than one thing at a time here. I took it all out of the absolute value, and at the same time I did a negative, and made that a positive. I'm going to write another equation where I'm going to do the exact same thing, but I'm going to set this equal to -5. These are two easy linear equations to solve. I'm going to subtract 2 gives me 3, divide by -3 gives me a -1. And over here I am going to subtract 2 gives me -7, divide by -3. I have -7 over -3, which is +7/3. Okay.